for any professional footballer. Comes on at Anfield last week, actually makes a difference. And then the definitive penalty, of course he didn't know it was going to be definitive when he named them 5, but it's still a big slot to go into. For his manager to say, do you know what, go on son, go on, you're taking the 5th penalty, I thought was a big statement from Ruben Amorim. But Manchester United, in terms of their shape again, in terms of their hunger, their desire, everything that we thought had gone down the drain over the previous 2 or 3 weeks before the Liverpool game, it was there again. And when Ruben Amorim looks at his players and says, last week standards were there, this week, Dalot apart, crazy decision, standards were there in terms of being together as a team. Yes, they can play better, but of course they were backs to the wall stuff. But in terms of, do these players want to fight for the manager? Do these players want to defend? Can these players be in a good shape and make it difficult for teams when they're up against it? And I think we've seen in the last 2 weeks, when these United players have got their heads switched on, and we know there's been a big debate around 1 or 2 that haven't, Marcus Rashford being the main one, and I think that's Ruben Amorim's point. I don't need people at this club that their head is not in the game. So if your head's not in the game, you're not going to be in my team. And all of a sudden, the sort of worm has turned a little bit at Old Trafford for this manager and for this group of players.
Next up, Martinez.
Goes early again, doesn't he? Yeah.
I mean, again, he waits. Martinez, Raya goes so early.
And then Partey comes on as the second half substitute, puts it straight down the middle. And then it's all up to Xerxes, of course, who we spoke about at length over recent weeks, but what a character.
Again, the keeper goes early and he goes the same way. I don't know what kind of homework they've done, but he went the wrong way a lot of times.
So Manchester United then are through, defeating Arsenal 5-3 on penalties as they book a place in the 4th round.